time for Muslims. As all of you are very aware, I don't think anybody here is unaware of a lot of the events that have been happening in the Muslim world. There's an incredible amount of suffering going on right down the road. And there's a helplessness, I think, that we all feel. Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman radiyallahu anhu once said that towards the latter days, the Prophet told him that towards the latter days, he said, يُخَيَّرُ الْمَرْءُ بَيْنَ الْعَجْزِ وَالْفُجُورِ, that people would be given a choice of being bad people or being helpless people. And one of the tabi'een said, قَبَّحَ اللَّهُ الْعَجْزِ, may Allah make ugly the helplessness. Because these were Arab people, strong people. And Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman said, قَبَّحَكَ اللَّهُ أَنْتَ, may Allah make you ugly. Al-ajzu khayrun min al-fujur. Helplessness is better than profligacy. So the sunnah of helplessness, and our Prophet was helpless in Mecca. He was helpless at Ta'if. There's a sunnah of being helpless. And part of that sunnah is accepting your state. That is your state. It's helplessness. And it's a hard state to accept. But that is the sunnah of helplessness, is to accept your state and to call on God and to be content with the qadr. Because there's only two views on this planet. One is that we live in an orderly universe. And this doesn't just mean the heavenly orders or the orders of the seasons. The flowers bloom in an orderly manner. Farmers don't plant in winter. Farmers know when to plant because there's an order. If you plant outside of the season of planting, you're not going to harvest the fruit. They know that. And so the nature of God's world is order. And then there's the people that don't believe that. That this is a chaotic, disorderly planet with no order in it. The chaos and disorder that you see on the planet only comes from the chaos and disorder that's within us, that when we don't align ourselves with heavenly order. That's all it is. It's a manifestation of our own disorder. And that is because of sinfulness. It's as simple as that. If people align themselves with God, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala harmonizes their conditions. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Allah doesn't change the conditions of a people. مَا بِقَوْمٍ. He doesn't change the conditions of a people until they change what's in themselves. So this is takween and taklif. Amr takwini and amr taklifi. The conditions they're mukawwana, they're outside of the taklif. You can't determine your conditions. You can't determine your conditions. The people in Gaza did not determine their conditions. They were born into those conditions. We didn't determine our conditions. But what we can determine is what's in our nafs. That's where Allah has given us power. We can actually change what's in ourselves. And God says that when you get enough people to do that, He will change your conditions. That's His business. That's not our business. And part of the qalb al-haqa'iq, which is the inversion of realities that happens at the end of time, is that people are preoccupied with things outside of their power and completely unoccupied, completely negligent of things within their power. And so this is a huge problem with the human condition. So the time we're here is a short time. The Quran about ayyam al-ma'dudat, about Ramadan, it says that their ma'dudat is what they call jam'u qillah. You know, ayyam is jam'u qillah, that it's awqats, it's jam'u qillah. It's a plural of paucity. It's a few days. And so we're here for a limited amount of time, and we want to make the best of the time that we can and utilize the time, try not to waste our time. We're inefficient by our nature. And Allah's كَتَبَ عَلَيْنَا هَذَا شَيْء. I mean, this is something, even our bodies are working at about a 34% efficiency rate in terms of the usage of our caloric energy. That's His sunnah in creation. You know, a car has about a 7 to 10% efficiency rate. 90% of the car's energy is dissipated. It's just wasted. So humans are master time wasters. We're master food wasters. If you see the tonnage of food that's wasted on this planet, it's beyond belief. There was a lot of food wasted tonight. We waste food, we waste money, we waste time. But what we should do is make tawbah and get better and better, inshallah, at trying to utilize the time. Because as it's a diminishing commodity, if you want to use an economic metaphor, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. By time, man is at loss because it's just dissipating. Life is a concatenant of moments. It's just one moment after the other. They called Allah, the scholastics in medieval Christianity called God the Nunc Stans. And I think they probably got that from Imam al-Jurjani. In the Ta'rifat, he says that God is al-an ad-da'im, the eternal now. God is in the present tense. And we are always in the present tense, but we're obsessed with the past and the future. We're in a state of khawf about the future, fear. Everybody's in fear and trepidation. What's going to happen next? And then we have grief over the past. This is the human condition. The Prophet ﷺ sought refuge from these states. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-huzni, right? Min al-huzn, min al-hammi wal hazan. I seek refuge in you from anxiety about the future and hazan about the past. So he sought refuge in that state, from that state. So we have